Happy Sabbath. Praise God. Welcome to today's service. We thank God that He has been with us the whole of this week, and He has taken us through very tough moments. And we thank God that we are through. He has taken us through the whole week, and in this special service, I invite you to fellowship with us in a special way. Let us pray. Father God in heaven, we come to you at this particular point with thanksgiving because you have been with us the whole of this week. We invite you to this special worship service. Be with us, listen to our prayers and answer them according to your will. And each and every member worshiping at their home, may you receive their worship and your name be glorified. In the mighty name of Jesus, we pray and believe. Amen. I invite you to today's service, and our topic for this hour is We Have a Man. And this particular topic is derived from the book of Kings, 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 8 to 12. 2 Kings chapter 6, verse 8 to 12. And the memory text is verse 12, which says, And one of his servants, none, my lord, O king, but Elisha the prophet that is in Israel, tells the king of Israel the words that you speak in your bed chamber. The king of Aram had tried to bring down Israel for some time, and he tried all his best, but every day he faced obstacles as he planned to come and attack Israel. Then he decided that there's no better way to bring down a nation other than attacking it when not aware. And that was his strategy, that he will come and attack Israel at a time when they did not expect to have anyone coming for them, or anyone who is in their borders with an intention of attacking them. And that was the strategy of the king of Aram. And because of that, he decided that to send spies. Yes, we have known that the king of Israel is in this particular place, and today is sleeping in this particular forest, in this particular home, or in this particular city. And because of that, they went and strategized on how to come and attack Israel. But as soon as they did so, something again happened. And instead of them attacking the children of Israel, they faced interruptions. And these interruptions, they were caused by an information of what they had planned and reached the children of Israel. And instead of them finding their opponents desperate and finishing them at once, when they reached the location, they were not there. And because of that, the king suspected that there's someone there. There's someone amidst his soldiers, amidst his servants, who is a sellout, who is giving information to Israel when they plan. Before their plan is realized, the information goes to the children of Israel. And because of that, they decided that this time round we will just go and make sure that we have reached them. They tried so much to interrupt, to do this. But one day he decided to go and ask from his servants, who is this sellout? Who is this person who is giving information about our attack to our enemies, to our neighbors? Who is giving this information? And out of that, one servant turned to the king and told him that in Israel there is a man, there's someone who receives information directly from anything that you speak, any word that you speak in your bedroom, anything that you speak against Israelites. There's someone in Israel who knows, who God reveals to him, who takes to the king of Israel the words that you have spoken out of your chambers. And out of that, the king was so furious, and out of it, he decided that let us put together a team that will go and capture this man, so that this surveillance system of the children of Israel will put it to an end once and for all. So the king carried out uh, that mission, but this seems to have been like a sort of guerrilla war, guerrilla warfare that they had planned, carried on inroads, different places. But Elisha appraised King Joram of the secret purposes of the enemy. And the moment they planned, they came and found the children of Israel together with their king ready as they want to attack. And these frequent disappointments from the king of Syria, it made him to suspect that his servants, they're selling out his information, and because of that, he wanted to come and he wanted to come and know who is this man who is giving out this information. But we see how powerful this prophet of God was. Elisha did great things, and out of these great things, it is important for us to note how Elisha came out to be. Elisha worked alongside Elijah, and as they were working, it came a time when Elijah was to depart. And at this particular point, when Elijah was departing, Elisha wished one thing. Elijah asked Elisha what he wished for him to do. And I can just imagine a prophet of the caliber of Elijah asking you, ask anything that you want. This is the man who prayed, and fire came from heaven and consumed the sacrifice at Mount Carmel. And this is the man standing to you. You have admired how you have worked with him, being the servant that you have worked alongside him, and today is asking you, what will you want me to give you before I leave? We could have asked many things, but for Elisha, he asked only one thing. And 2 Kings chapter 2 verse 9, and it came to pass when they were gone over, that Elijah said unto Elisha, ask anything, ask what I shall do for you before I take away from you, I'm taken away from you. And Elisha said, I pray you, let a double portion of your spirit be upon me. He prayed for his endeavor first. Wherever you are going, I'm praying for God to be with you. everywhere you're going, let God be with you in whatever in your endeavors. But then he requested that whatever God has accomplished in your ministry, through the Spirit I receive double portion. Elijah acknowledged that this is not an easy request that has been made by Elijah, but because this is what he wanted, he promised him that he will get it, a double portion of his ministry. We know the troubles, the challenges, the problems that Elijah went through in his ministry. Uh, uh, he went against a very powerful woman who Satan used directly, Jezebel. And the troubles that Elijah went through were great. But Elisha thought, if this is what God has done, irrespective of the enemy, of the adversary that surrounded Elijah, but still God has been with him. I want whatever God has done in the life of Elijah, a double portion. And that is what he got. It's important. It's important for us to note that when God takes a position in your life, when God occupies that special place in your heart, He will direct you. He will direct your ministry. He will direct your life. He will direct your fellowship. He will direct your life in a special way. And because of what Elijah had done, that he fellowshiped with God and listened to him and followed each and every advice that God has given him, Elijah knew that my only place that I'll be safe, it is in worshiping God. It is in fellowship with God. It is in having Him occupy that special place in my heart. And because of that, I am sure that my ministry will be a success. I will accomplish everything that God has put me in this world to do. And because of that, Elisha demanded the same, that what God has done in your life, I want it a double portion. Today, I want to tell you that uh, um, even foreign rulers were amazed by what God accomplished by that double portion that Elijah uh, promised Elisha. And it is during his time that came. Naaman came to Elisha, and he was healed. And out of that, it was an incredible ministry that Elisha inherited from Elijah. But what made the difference? It is the man that was in them, the man that was in Elijah, the man that was in Elisha made all the difference. And today, if you receive this man, if you have this man, give him a special place in your heart, in your ministry, in your life, in your family, in your work, in each and every place of your being. You let him control all your members of yourself. This man will make a big difference in your life. This man, when he fellowshiped with Adam and Eve, they were both naked, but they were not ashamed, because the presence of God was with them when they fellowshiped with this man. This man led Abraham from his land to Canaan. This man directed Abraham to be the first person out of his lineage to know who God is, a God who does not have dwellings with human beings, a God who is in heaven. And he made him a great ruler. And unknowingly, in a special way, he hosted this man. He hosted this man on his way to Sodom. Out of their discussion, he was able to to save the life of Lot, who was living in Sodom. The children of Israel from Egypt to Canaan. This man, the presence of this man was with them when they started their journey. He was represented by the cloud that was a shade during the day in the desert, and during the night it was a light that covered the children of Israel. And wherever they woke up and saw it, they worshipped God that He is here with us. Although challenges came, and some of them they did not worship Him, they went against God's grace, but He was with them the whole of their journey. And when they reached Canaan, where the cloud, where the presence of this man settled, that's where the temple was built. In the second exile in Babylon, children of Israel received a very powerful testimony, great things that this man did to them while in captivity. Remembering that whatever happened in Jerusalem that took the children of Israel to Babylon, it left them devastated. They doubted if at all they have a God who is theirs. They left with so many doubts of how could God allow a heathen king to come to Jerusalem, enter the temple, and take us captives. And he did not just take anyone captive, but he took the cream of Israel to captivity. And on their way, they knew that God has left us. God is not with us. And if He was with us, He could have done something out of this king. But while in Babylon, only 4 boys, God gave a great testimony to what God can do to you in a foreign land. This man represented them in the foreign land in a special way. And on their way back, they came singing and chanting songs of victory because of what this man had done to them. And out of their experience, Israel never worshipped idols again. He left a special mark in their life. How an idol can never save you. How the living God helped them to triumph over a nation that had dedicated itself to idol worship. And out of that, the children of Israel came back home with a testimony, with the word of caution to the children of Israel that there is no idol worship that will ever help you. And they came back and prepared themselves to receive the Messiah after the 7 days. And after that exile, things went so fast. Prophets came, but soon, some few years after that experience, something happened. And when the right time came, this man was born to this world. And he fulfilled all the prophecies that the children of Israel had received, and the world was free from the bondage of sin because this man was born again, was born in this world. This man is Jesus Christ. I bring to you Jesus Christ in this hour, that this is the person who made a big difference in the life of children of Israel, the life of every prophet that ever lived in this world. When they had a fellowship with this man, their life changed. Today, if you have fellowship with Jesus Christ, your life will never be the same again, because He has this power to change you to what God wants you to be. If you read the book of Romans chapter 1 verse 16, for I am not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believes, to the Jew first and to the Gentile also. A promise and is given to us that the gospel of Jesus Christ has come to set us free. That when we receive Jesus Christ, when we receive this message from Him, it is a message that will turn our life around. The power of God that is promised, it is said that will bring salvation on everyone that believes. This is the same power that God created human beings with. This is the same power that God used to resurrect Jesus Christ from the dead, come out alive, and He's alive until today. This is the power that God is promising to your life today, that if you believe in Jesus Christ, He will turn your world upside down. We know that the world that we are living in, we face bondage of sin. And because of that, there are some things that have happened in our life that make us feel powerless. If it is drinking, to some extent, it has made you to see that there is no way you can get out of it. It is condemnation that you have received in this world because of sin. But when we believe in Jesus Christ, He has power to stop the challenge that you are going through today, the weakness that has driven you out of the glory of God. He can order it to come out just a single day. We know that everyone who believed in Him in these scriptures, he was changed instantly. It can happen to you today. If you have fellowship with Jesus Christ, you allow Him to come to you, He will manifest His power of salvation and He will change your life for the better. I call upon each and every one of us to seriously seek Him and allow Him to get into your life and see if there's a way that you are leading that is not the right path. The mighty God that you believe in, He will change you. He will answer you. He will protect you, and He will be there for you. The way He was there for the children of Israel, He visited them in a special way. He will visit you today. He will have a fellowship with you, and He will dine with you. And the experience that you receive out of the presence of Jesus Christ in your life, it is a special one. I just pray that each and every one of us will have a special experience with this man, Jesus Christ, who has saved us, who created us, He has saved us, and is coming again to take us home. I have that hope that when He comes, He will be, I will be with Him in His kingdom. I share with you this hope today, that you believe in Jesus Christ as your personal Savior, and truly will be with Him when He comes again. May the good Lord bless us all, and let us fellowship with this man, and our life will be different. We are praying. Father God in heaven, we thank You because of your fellowship in our life. You have changed our life in a special way. You have controlled the history of our life, and we thank You because of every change and every power that You have manifested in our life in a special way. We call upon the Holy Spirit to minister in our hearts in a special way. Oh Father, see if there is a way that You're leading that is not the right path. Father God, lead us to the right path, and each and every day that we live in this world, let us see the manifestation of your power in our life to help us see every evil trait that the devil is planning against us, and lead us to Your holy word. We pray this because we believe that You are a powerful God, and You answer this prayer according to Your will. In the mighty name of Jesus we pray and believe. Amen.